Good morning, friend. We are discussing about the vision as 5 question. Let's discuss the first question. First question is related to the politics section. We are asking about the cabinet committee, that which of the following are correct regarding cabinet committee. The first statement in front of you are, number first is they are extra constitutional in nature. It means that they have not mentioned in the constitution, or the constitutional validity is not given in the constitution itself. Number second, they are set up by the president. It means that they are made by the president as per their discretion. Number third, only cabinet minister are eligible to make their member, as these are the cabinet committee, so only cabinet minister are eligible to make their member. So these are the option in front of you, first and second, first second and third. So I again repeat the question for the you people. Number first question, that is regarding politics section, where they are asking about the cabinet committee. Number first statement said they are extra constitutional in nature. Second statement is said they are set up by the president. Number third is only cabinet minister are eligible to make their member. So you have to choose the correct option from the given option. Let's see the next question. Next question, as already many times I discussed, that is geography. Due to which of the following reason animal rearing is not practiced in the Mediterranean region? So you know very well, in the Mediterranean region there is citrus type of vegetation is grown, but animal rearing is very less found in that area. So the reason might be, number first statement is said that long and severe winter is found that prohibit any type of vegetation, because the vegetation are required warm temperature, or a warm temperature, yes, and high rainfall as well, and at a specific time period, but there is no any crop in the nature that can grow there. Number second, luxuriant growth of forest inhibit the growth of grasses. So whenever there is a rearing of animals is found, there is found a grasses, so that they can depend upon them. But because of the forest and luxuriant type of forest are found, so the growth of grass is very less. So that's why the Mediterranean type of, in Mediterranean region there is not any animal rearing type of practices found. Number third is climatic conditions are not suitable as grasses rainfall occur in winter season. So that is the reason. Number fourth, heavy rainfall leads to leaching of the soil, जिसकी वजह से क्या होता है कि जो बेसिक सॉइल न्यूट्रिएंट जो होते हैं वो बाहर निकल जाते हैं, एंड वहाँ पे कोई ग्रास नहीं उग पाती हैं. क्या यह रीज़न है? I again repeat the question for the people, very easy question. And due to which of the following reason animal rearing is not practiced in the Mediterranean region? The first reason is long and severe winter prohibit any type of vegetation. Number second, luxuriant growth of forest inhibit the growth of grasses. Number third, climatic conditions are not suitable for the grasses as rainfall in winter season are found there. Number fourth, heavy rainfall leads to leaching of the soil, therefore there is not any grasses found, or any of the product that can give to the animals are found. It means that we at that area there is not any input that can give to the plants for the rearing. Number third, consider the following statement regarding northern black policed where you can correlate it with the ancient or the pre-ancient area where the history we could not found there. See, there is a history, but we could not have any script that are found on that part on that stage. Number first statement is it marked the beginning of the second urbanization in India. Number second, the use of burnt brick is not found in this phase. Number third, iron implements were used in this phase. So basically north black polished, if I want to you explain here, northern black polish is nothing but a time period. For example, you listen about the Pleistocene area in which Paleolithic, upper Paleolithic, lower Paleolithic and various type of season are found there, and then Neolithic and then Chalcolithic. The Chalcolithic time period where in Indian subcontinent Mahajanpadas are rising, that time period is known as nothing black polished. That is constant because the poetry are found there that are made through black polishing are found. So that is a type of poetry, and there is a black polishing or the where at that point of time found. So with which time period or which time is the coincidence with this type of a pottery that are found in India, and what type of a contemporary things that happened at that point of time. The first statement is said that it marked the beginning of the second urbanization in India. First urbanization, you know very well. Second, the use of the burnt brick is, for example, the Indus Valley civilization. The use of burnt brick is not found in this phase. Number third, iron implement were used in this phase. So you have to choose the correct option from the given option. Let's see the next option. Let's see the next question. That is regarding economic section. I am really sorry, that is art and culture. Which of the following ideas common to Kabir and Guru Nanak? I already discussed this question. Number first, an ideal state which would be presided over by a philosopher king. That is a statement is also said by the Aristotle. Second is belief in a pilgrimage so that we can approach the good. And number third, denunciation of the caste system. It means they do not believe in the caste system that are prevalent in the Hindu society or the Indian subcontinent at that point of time. First and second, third, second, first and third are the option. I again repeat the question. Which of the following ideas were common in which they both are thinking in the same way or the same side? For example, Kabir and Guru Nanak, they both personality are very important for the UPSC CSE. Number first, in ideal state, which would be presided of the philosopher king, it means that they have knowledge. For example, if you are talking about the kingdom, how they are formed, the braved kingdom should preside the kingdom. Second, belief in a pilgrimage so that we can approach the goal. Number third, denunciation of the caste system and option in front of you are. Let's see the fifth question. Fifth question is related to the environment section. Which of the following statement are correct about the particulate pollutant? So particulate pollutant, you know very well, 2.5 mm of diameter and 10 mm. And so the first statement, they are present in vehicle emission. Their effect on human health is independent of the particulate size, mean that the particle size is not very relevant if we are talking about the human health. They may be living organism, or if we are talking about the particulate matter, the diameter of that particle, that might be a living organism. So these are the option in front of you. First and third, first and second, third. I again repeat the question. Which of the following statement are correct about particulate pollutant? Good question basically. They are present in the vehicular emission. Second, their effect on human health is very independent of the particle size. Number third, they may be living organism. Right? Let's see the answer of the first question, that is related to the polity section, in which the only first statement they are extra constitutional. That is correct because it is not mentioned in the constitution. They are set up by the president. No, that is set up by the prime minister on the recommendation of him. Only cabinet minister. No, any person might be a minister or might be a not any minister, but expertise, for getting expertise, any qualified person can be sit in the cabinet meeting or cabinet committee. So first is not correct because cabinet committee and extra constitutional in other words, they are not mentioned in the constitution, right? The second statement is not correct. What is the second statement? Let's see. They are set up by the president. No, they are set up by the prime minister, not president, according to the exigency of the time. It depends upon the time, the requirement, the circumstances in which the time is found, and requirement of the situation or circumstances. Third statement, if we are talking about, that is only cabinet minister are eligible to make it. No, that is also be incorrect because cabinet committee usually include only cabinet minister usually, but that is not necessarily that they include only cabinet minister, right? However, the non-cabinet minister are debarred from their membership. Are not debarred from their membership. Let's see the next question. Due to which of the following reason animal rearing is not practiced in the Mediterranean region? So the reason is because the climatic conditions are so such that there is not suitable for the grasses or the formation of the grasses, because the winter rainfall are happen, the availability. See, whenever there is a type of vegetation, because grass is also type of vegetation, two things are required. Number first is the rainfall. Second thing is the sun, or you can say the insolation, or you can say the temperature should be high. But at that in winter season, temperature is very low. The grasses cannot be found there. That cannot be grown naturally, right? Mediterranean type of climate characterized by wet and wild winter and hot dry summer found because of and long winter are found. In Mediterranean, these are not importer of a dairy product. Condition in Mediterranean do not suit the growth of the grasses. Most of the rain comes in a cool season when growth is slow. Slow growing vegetation which cannot replenish its foliage readily, which is without deep penetrating root, is least suited here. Even if grass do survive, they are so wiry and bunchy that they are not suitable for the animal rearing. So that is the reason behind we cannot practice animal rearing in the Mediterranean region. Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the northern black police. First and third statement are iron implement were used in this phase because it is the time period of Neolithic and Chalcolithic. So iron implement at that point of time is found because it is the requirement and exigency of time, because we have to cut the tree so that we can grow the agriculture, and Neolithic is a type of revolution because of this reason only. Second, they use a burnt brick is not found. No, the burnt brick are found. If we are found iron implement, then how we cannot say that the burnt brick are not found? Yes, burnt brick are found at the point of time. It is beginning the second urbanization in India. That also be the correct. Let's see the archaeologically in the 6th century BC marked the beginning of the northern black polished ware. This was a very glossy, shining type of poetry. In association with this poetry are found iron implements, especially those made for the craft and agriculture. I already talked about craft के लिए because of the specialization that are found, and the time is there because we are starting settled agriculture. Because of these factors, specialization are found and agriculture had become a relevant activity at that point of time. This phase also saw the beginning of the metallic money. The use of burnt brick are also found, and ring wells appeared in the middle of the northern black pottery phase that is found in the 3rd century BC. NBP phase, that is northern black pottery, has faced the beginning of the second urbanization in India. The Harappan town disappeared at that point of 1500 BC. After that, thousands years we do not found any town in India. So the appearance of the towns in the Middle Gangetic Basin in the 6th century BC, a type of a second urbanization period it found. For example, if you are talking about the urban center, that is Koshambi Sarasvati, Question B, Sarvasi, that are today's of UP, Varanasi and Patliputra, that is found in the Bihar region. Let's see the next question. I think only third is correct, because yes, an ideal state which would be precise, that is not thinking of the Guru Nanak, belief in no, that is not also be thinking of the Kabir and Guru Nanak both, denunciation of the caste system, that also be the common thing. Let's see. Kabir and Guru Nanak believed in the oneness of God. Guru Nanak laid great emphasis on the purity of the character and conduct, the first condition of approaching the God. So it is for Guru Nanak, the purity of the character is very important, and the faith and belief in God is much more important than we do Murti Puja. And the nearness of the Guru for guidance, like Kabir, he strongly denounced idol worship, pilgrimage and other formal observance of various faiths, right? Guru Nanak had no intention of founding a new religion. His Catholic approach aimed at bridging distinction between the Hindus and the Muslims in order to create an atmosphere of peace, goodwill and mutual interaction. So their main aim is goodwill, peace and mutual interaction between the Muslim and Hindus, because at that point of time there is a bridge, or the rift is increasing at that point of time because of the politicization and communalization and parochialization found at that point of time. For example, like Kabir, Guru Nanak also believed in human equality and brotherhood, and to denounce the caste system. He also considered the ruler of his time to be irreligious tyrant. So that is the thinking of the Guru Nanak Dev. However, unlike Kabir, he postulated an ideal state which would be preceded over the philosophy. So it is the type of thinking that are found in Aristotle and Guru Nanak, that is common, right? Let's see the next question. Next question is related to the particulate matter, and the answer is first and third are common. They might be a living organism, that also correct. They are present in a vehicular organism, that is correct. Their effect on human health is independent of the health, because particulate matter that depend upon the how much they can penetrate, that depend upon their size. For example, if the particulate matter is 2.5 and 10, 2.5 are found in lungs and cause the lung cancer and the lung inflammation. If you are talking about the 10 pm or particulate matter after 10 mm, so that they cause another type of problem. Let's see the explanation that are given by vision itself. Particulate pollutant are the minute solid particle or a liquid droplet in air. These are present in vehicular emission, smoke particle from fire, dust particle and ash from industries. Particulate in the atmosphere may be visible, viable or non-viable. The effect of particulate matter are largely depend on the particle size. For example, airborne particles such as dust, fumes, mist are dangerous for the human health. The particular size, for example, 2.10 micrometer cause less severe health effect. If you are talking about the 2.5 micrometer has deeper into the lungs, so it causes severe health effects. See, the smaller particle can reach our body much more easily, much more diffusible and much more diversified way. For example, if the pollution had happened in China, that can become in India through the wind because of their smaller size, right? The viability of the particulate matter, for example, bacteria, fungi, molds, alga also can be part of the particulate matter. So we cannot say that the particulate matter are just non-living or the dust particles that are found in the environment or the gases that are in particular. Let's see the Niti Aayog India's Innovation Index 2020 are released by them. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Launched in 2015 in Haryana to address the issue of the declining child sex ratio. Beti Bachao Beti Padhao scheme has increased awareness on gender equality. Coverage is 100 districts in 2014 and 15, and today's 750 districts are found. Further expanded to 61 additional districts in 2015 and 16 itself. And then Pan India started in covering all 640 districts as per census of 2018. Multi-sectoral intervention at district level is necessary, and that is importantly monitored by the Niti Aayog. Implementing by the Ministry of Women and Child Development along with the partner ministries of the Health and Family Welfare and Human Resource Development. Then what is the objective? The number first is celebrate the girl child. Second, ensure survival, protection, education and participation of the girl child. Number third, prevent gender biased sex selective elimination, right? I again repeat this thing. What is the objective of the, just a minute, Niti Aayog India's Innovation Index. See, let's see, okay. They celebrate the girl child because of the sex ratio where this program is started is very less. For example, Beti Bachao Beti Padhao in Haryana ensure survival, protection, education and participation of the girl child, so that we can incentivize the girl child, and sex ratio, the gap between these things can be reduced. That is the main aim, main goal of here. Prevent gender biasness, sex selective elimination can be reduced. Next is the target group. Primarily young and newly married couple, pregnant and lactating mother, including youth, adolescent, medical practitioner, PRI, frontline worker, women, self-help group, etc. are found. So here we can collectively wanted to bridge the gap between the sex ratio basically in a particular country, particular state where the sex ratio is very less, for example Haryana and Punjab. Primarily young and newly married couple, pregnant and lactating mother, including youth, adolescent, medical practitioner and Panchayati Raj institution, frontline worker, women, self-help group, etc. are the target group here. What is the strategy so that we can achieve our objective? And what is the objective here? I very well told in a very great detail way. Celebrate the girl child, ensure survival, protection, education, and participation of the girl child in the formation of the policy, in the policy formulation. Prevent gender biasness and sex selective elimination of the girl child womb or blastoris. Strategy. What is the strategy that we are advocated? Number first is nationwide advocacy and media campaigning through the radio. So we are including media campaign here, and this message is spread through the regional languages, television publicity, print media, social media, community engagement through mobile exhibition vans, brochure for the literate people, SMS, so that we can change their behavior through various type of audio visual type of things for ensure that girls are born, nurtured and educated without discrimination. What is the key update? Because that are implemented and launched in 2015. And what is the status now? Sex ratio at birth in India improved by 16 points from 918 to 934, that as per this data of the Niti Aayog. So top 10 among major states, for example big state, for example Karnataka, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Kerala, Haryana, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, UP and Punjab are found at the top 10, and you can correlate it with the economics and social development parameter to the girl child, to reducing the girl child. Next is the Karnataka retained its first position due to substantial number of venture. See, this type of revision we should do in the next class because of the time paucity, and I today mentioned many of the vocabulary words in a very great detail. I wanted to convey here the meaning. Number first word of today is a stockpile, that is nothing meaning, that is the mass or accumulation, and the example is the stockpile weapon and ammunition that will last several months. Next, the neutrality you know very well, that is nothing but an impartiality and neutral. There is not a positive, not a biasness, prejudices in any community and gender. And during the war, Switzerland maintained its neutrality during the World War basically. Next is the equilibrium, that is nothing but a calmness and composure. His intense behavior could unsettle his equilibrium, and it means nothing but a type of equilibrium that are found in the mind, but because of the any of the mishappening between in that person can the disbalance the whole thing. That is a quote. Next, the incursion is nothing but a type of attack or akraman, assault on or raid on. Example, his government forces were able to hold the rebel incursion. Incursion is a type of attack, right? Underpin is nothing but a type of encourage, nurture, incentivize. The example is the theme of the owner underpinning the two books. So that is the underpinning. Next is the catastrophe, that means disastrous, calamity, cataclysm. Things may drag on perhaps till July, but then a catastrophe could come. Next is the reinforce, is nothing but a type of a strengthening the things. Let's see the next word there because the example is not found here. Next is the recurrent is nothing but a repeatedly recurring, repetitive reiteration of the things. She has a recurrent dream about falling. Next is the retreat, is nothing retire, piche hatna, synonyms withdraw, draw back. For example, the French retreated in adversary. Next is the euphoria is nothing but a type of happiness and joy and elation. In his euphoria, he had become convinced he would defeat them. Let's see the next important adjective, or you can say the phrasal verb. Light touch is nothing, not a very detailed or a severe, type of a short and compressed way of expressing. Next, the overhaul, the act of improving and renewing and restoring the older things. Next, the renegade, to fail to keep a promise or agreement. So वादे करके मुकर जाना, type of a things are you can use renegade, reneged. Next, the manifest, to show something clearly through signs or action. Next, the mitigate is make less severe or harsh whenever the disaster is coming. We use the word mitigation of the disaster. Next, the laissez-faire, that is the policy of the non-intervention by government in the commerce and trade, so that the market forces come into play and balance them through demand and supply of the price of the commodity. Next, the top tier of the highest level or quality. Next is the woes, big problem or a trouble. Next is the zeal, a great energy or enthusiasm in pursuit of a cause or an adjective. Struck down, to declare. Next, the intemperate, extreme or severe. Shore up, to support or sustain. Shore up. Foment, instigate or stir up, or an undesirable or violent sentiment, bhadkana, type of a things. Let's see the next meaning also. Accumulate, एकत्रित करना. Amid, मध्य में. Attrition, attrition is nothing but a type of friction is found there. Next, the backtrack, निगरानी करना. Baggage, सामान होना. Blunt is nothing but a मतलब ये हो गया, इसका मतलब ये होता है कि ब्लंटली आप किसी को कुछ बिल्कुल फेस पे ही आप उसको बेइज्जत करना है, काइंड ऑफ थिंग. कॉल ऑफ, रद्द करना. दैट्स कैजुअलिटी, आकस्मिक, टाइप ऑफ एक्सीडेंट आर हैपन. कुमुलेटिव, एग्रीगेशन. कट अक्रॉस इज नथिंग बट अ टाइप ऑफ decision you are taken. Deceit, type of धोखेबाजी. Deployment, परिनियोजना. Desertion, पलायन करना. Desertion, do remember this word. Disparately, हताशपूर्ण. Diffidence, संकोच होना. For example, confidence and diffidence are two words and they are synonym and antonym. Dry up, मौन होना. और ड्राई डे इज नथिंग बट वेयर द ड्रंक और द दारू इज नॉट फाउंड देयर. इम्बोल्डन, प्रोत्साहित करना. इंजीनियर, योजना बनाना. एस्टेब्लिशमेंट, स्थापन. इथेनिसिटी, मानवाजित. एक्सपैंड, उपभोग करना. फैनफेयर, तुरीनाद. कैटलॉग, उन्नति करना. इंस्टिंक्ट, प्रवृत्ति. इंसर्जेंसी, बगावत. इंटैक्ट, अखंड. इंट्रीम, अल्पकालीन. इन्वेजन, आक्रमण. लिगटिमेसी, औचित्य. लीवरेज, उत्सव की शक्ति. मीफ, मन मुटाव. मिस्टेक, गलती करना. ओनस्लॉक्ट, हमला. ओपियम, अफीम. परसुएड, विश्वास या दिलासा. पुल आउट, वापस बुलाना. रिग, फेर फेर करना. सेंचुरी, पवित्र जगह जहाँ पे माइट बी एनिमल्स आर फाउंड. स्निप, टाइप ऑफ ब्रूज आर फाउंड देयर. स्टेक होल्डर, हिस्सेदारी. स्टेलमेट, गतिरोध. अ टाइप ऑफ हिंड्रेंस आर फाउंड. स्ट्रेन, टाइप क्षति पहुंचाना. स्टक, खींच लेना. राइट, लेट्स सी द नेक्स्ट another phrasal verb. I think we should stop here. Exaggerate, worsen or infame. Second is the inevitable and inescapable. Next is the ostracize, is mean अलग करना. shun or spun. Next is the credibility, that is the विश्वसनीयता. Next is the lie, जोड़ना. fairly, reasonably. marginal, slight, कम होना. marginal, विठल, काटना. next the radical. next is the mount, go up. Okay, let's see the important non-constitutional body. In earlier session we already discussed about the constitutional body of the whatever we discussed. Election Commission, UPSC, SPSC, Finance Commission, National Commission of Scheduled Caste, National Commission for Scheduled Tribe, CAG, Attorney General and Advocate General. We already discussed it about. National Human Rights Commission, where we found one chairman, 7 other vice chairman, or you can say other member, and 7 ex-officio member of various committees and commission that is selected or nominated by the president. And the panel is member are found Prime Minister, Speaker of both Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, and leader of opposition both from any of the things, and Home Minister also there. The tenure is here 3 years, 70 years. The service condition is determined by the central government, and removal is done by the president. Report submission, central government reappointment is eligible for further so that they can again choose them. Next is the State Human Rights Commission chairman plus 2 other member appointed by the governor. Selection panel is the same here. The term condition 3 or 70 years, that is the same at the center or the state level, and the report term and condition is determined by the state government and removal is done by the president. Do remember this fact. And report submission state government and the appointment can be eligible. So these two bodies today we are discussed already. Let's see the important ocean current. Just a minute. Yes, that is the California, Labrador, Greenland and Oyasu current, and Peru current in the Pacific Ocean, Bengal current in Atlantic Ocean, West Ocean in Indian Ocean, and West wind drift in the Antarctic Ocean. That is the cold ocean current. Do remember these current, it might be helpful in the examination. Chinook northern blizzard note in North America, Pampara and Zonda in the South America, Hull, Mistel, Bora, Levant, Horn, Itisians in the Europe region, Sirocco, Kamsin, Harmattan, Habobberg in the Africa region, Karaburan, Buran in the Asia, Big Fielder and Southerly in the Australia or Oceania region. Let's see the important deserts that are found around the world. Great Gibson, Colorado, Sundaram, Mijave, Chichuhan in the North America, South Atacama, Patagonia are found in South America. Nothing any particular desert that are found in Europe. In Africa, Sahara and Namib, Kalahari are found in Africa region. In Arabia region, the Arabian Desert, Thar Desert and Sahara Desert is found here in the upper part of the, or you can say the western part of the Asia. Gobi, Taklakalam, Karakum, Kyrgyzstan is found in the China, Russia and Colombia region. Australia, if you are talking Tanami, Great Sandy, Gibson, Great Victoria, Stuart, Stony and Egyptian Desert are found in the Australia region. By this we are ending the session. Hope you like the video. Thank you so much.